Make a cute and quick little frog plushie. Start by making the legs. Make a magic ring. Single crochet into the ring 8 times. Single crochet into every stitch for the next 5 rows. Make 4 of these legs. Next, make the body. The body is made by starting with a ring of 8 single crochet and crocheting a circle until the total number of stitches in the last round is 40. For round 1, start with a magic ring and single crochet into it 8 times. For round 2, work an increase into each of the 8 stitches. So that's 2 single crochet into each of the 8 stitches. That will bring you to a total of 16 stitches at the end of the round. For round 3, alternate between single crochet and an increase until the end of the round. So do 1 single crochet in the first stitch, then 2 single crochet into the next. Repeat this 8 times to give a total of 24 stitches by the end of the round. For round 4, single crochet into the first 2 stitches, then do an increase. Repeat this pattern 8 times to give a total of 32 stitches at the end of the round. For round 5, single crochet into the first 3 stitches, then do an increase. Repeat 8 times. You should now have 40 stitches. At this point, you can add the legs. Line a leg up with the next stitch in the circle. You'll be crocheting 4 stitches of the leg with the next 4 stitches of the circle. The last stitch of your leg should line up with the next stitch in the circle. Single crochet them together. Line up the next 3 stitches of the leg and body and single crochet them together. If you find adding the legs like this too tricky, you could always just stitch them on instead once the whole body is finished. Leave the leg now and single crochet into the next 6 stitches. Add the next leg, same as before, lining up the last stitch of the leg with the next stitch of the body. After you have stitched on the last leg, the round should end with a single crochet in the last 6 stitches. For the next round, single crochet into each stitch. Make sure you are working your single crochet into the stitches of the leg that were not worked into the last round, as you want the number of stitches in this round to remain the same, with 40 stitches. Again, if you find this tricky, you could always do rows of single crochet instead and just sew the legs on once the body is finished. Once you have finished this round, single crochet into each stitch for the next 3 rounds. For round 11, begin the decreases. Single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Then do a decrease by slipping your hook through the front loop of the next 2 stitches and doing a single crochet. Repeat this 8 times. By the end of this round, you will have 32 stitches. For round 12, single crochet into the first 2 stitches. Then do a decrease. Repeat 8 times. You will have 24 stitches by the end of the round. Add some stuffing. For round 13, do a single crochet into the first stitch, then a decrease. Repeat 8 times to give a total of 16 stitches by the end. Round 14 is all decreases. Careful not to accidentally take up a stitch you already decreased. You will end this round with 8 stitches, which you can whip stitch together to close the opening. Tie a knot and hide the end inside the body. Make some eyes. Make a magic circle and single crochet into it 8 times. For the next round, single crochet into the next stitch, then do an increase. Repeat this 4 times to give a total of 12 stitches. For the next 2 rounds, single crochet into each stitch. When tying off, leave a long tail so that you can use it to stitch into the body. Make 2 eyes, unless your frog has a different number of eyes, of course. At this point, I sewed buttons on for the eyes. You can also use safety eyes or beads. Sew the eyes onto your frog by whip stitching each stitch of the last row of the eyes into the top of the body. To prevent the eyes from moving about and ending up in the wrong place, secure their position with pins. At some point before the opening gets too small, add some stuffing. Tie a secure knot once you have finished and hide the tail. Repeat for the next eye. If you didn't already add the legs, you can also add those now. Lastly, the mouth. I bought some really cheap plush yarn and I hate threading it through the needle, so I gave up and used cotton instead. Thread the yarn and choose a place to insert your needle. Wherever it comes out will be where one side of the mouth will start. Insert the needle back into the plush to where the bottom of the mouth will be, and push the needle out to where the top part of the other side of the mouth will be. That's one side of the mouth done. Then just insert the needle back into the bottom of the mouth and push the needle out through the original entry point. Make sure the yarn has the right tension so the mouth looks how you want it to. Cut the thread and tie a double knot. Hide the thread by just poking it back in there. All done. Now you can make a whole family of them.